Hey there, friends. 2 years ago, in April of 2024, I started playing Planet Entrance, and I built the entrance for Bollo Bollo. And honestly, I never thought I'd see the day when I was able to say the following words: Bollo Bollo is finished. Yes, Bollo Bollo is ready. It's crazy to say, and it's also a crazy project in general to look at. The zoo is currently empty and it is running at 22 frames per second. But yes, this zoo is entirely finished. So I just thought before I do a big tour, I'd show you what it took for me to finish it. Number one, you might remember from some streams and videos the headache that was this building. I didn't really have to do a lot of work here. I just it's still ugly, I know, guys, but bear with me. You don't need to look at the top of this building ever. But I finished the roof of this crazy exhibit, and now from inside the building more or less works. I still don't think it's a beautiful sight to see, but our indoor river building is finished. So that was number one, the big major headache. Number two was just some empty sections of path here that I hadn't covered with the plaster. There's a lot of Z fighting involved, but it's the only way this could have been accomplished. Otherwise, a lot more work needs to be done here that I didn't want to do. So I fixed the pathing here more or less. It's not gonna look that great, but hey, I'm done with it. The third thing I did, I think maybe is the most notable of all, is I filled this empty space. This was just empty space with the monorail station, and I filled this with a final habitat here, outdoor habitat for the aardwolf, one of the four kinds of hyena that live out there, and it is a mod, of course, and they have this interesting multi-layer, multi-elevation habitat that you can watch from this little section here. So yes, the aardwolf now lives in Bollo Bollo. They can get all the way down here or sleep in their cave, and I'm very happy to offer a home to this species. And then one thing that never really got a lot of attention on the channel, I did stream a build here, but underneath Lion Mountain, which, guys, if you haven't seen the video of Lion Mountain, go check it out. I finally built my lion habitat, and I'm very, very happy with it, and the lions are as well. But underneath Lion Mountain, there is a little hallway here, and I'm going to have to go into dark mode for this, into night mode, because this is our nocturnal animal hallway. And I finished this sort of behind the scenes. It could be filled with more animals than it has. There's some empty space involved here, but you do get the African civet that lives in here. And of course, like with all nocturnal habitats, you have to sort of get lucky to see it. But trust me, it's in here somewhere. Perhaps it's in its burrow. There, they're eating. Right. And then you get some exhibits, and then to your left you get the aardvark, which has an entirely different tone and color scheme to them. You don't want to know how ugly the pathing for the staff is behind these habitats. Don't go and look at them if you ever get the chance. The aardvark actually get a second section here as well, should they choose to enter, and then two more habitats to the right. You get that's a bit of ugly glare on the wall. Maybe I need to fix that before we go live, so to speak. But there is a solitary honey badger in here. There you can see, which gets, it's honey colored lighting. That was a deliberate choice. But the honey badger seems content for the most part. So we get the final really official Planet Zoo animal here. And then, of course, the fennec fox. We couldn't go without. This is one I built on stream. Very happy with the look of this. And there's like a bunch of fennec foxes in here, like 4 or so. There you see one of them sort of awkwardly standing on these rocks. And yeah, that is Usiku. Go and put that in Google Translate. You won't be surprised by what it means, I think. So yeah, that is that done. Let me think if there's anything else you really need to see. All right, yes, there we go. This building in the heart of the Shadow Trail, sat empty for a long time, and I was planning to put a restaurant in there and blah blah blah. I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I just simply filled this in with a sort of tropical butterfly garden. None of the butterfly species in here are African, blah blah blah, but you can of course imagine there are butterflies in Africa, obviously. So this is their little area here. I tried to make it look sort of wild, and I feel like I accomplished that. And you get a lot of great viewpoints from this section into the surrounding area. I think it's almost more fun to look outside of this dome when you're in it. But let me think. Is there something else? Not really. Just put a bunch of palm trees everywhere. And yes, guys, this zoo is almost entirely empty of animals. So here's some updates. Number 1, a zoo tour of Bollo Bollo is coming. I hope to have enough time next week to make it work, because it's not going to be as easy as a usual zoo tour where I just plop down explore mode and go to town. I'm going to have to fill sections of the zoo in with the intended amount of animals, do a little prayer for my PC, tour that section, empty out that section, fill in another section, tour that section, etc, etc. That's gonna take a considerable amount of time, so I hope I do have the free time next week and the willpower to do that tour. But that tour is coming. It's going to be all in a single video, although my partners keeps begging me to split it up in different parts. I think I'm going to make it a big video. I'm sort of strengthened in that belief by the fact that my Beekse Bergen tour, which was 3 hours, was actually my most successful video, for which again thank you so much. I don't know how long the tour is going to be for Bollo Bollo, but I feel like it's going to be 2 hours at least. That's my feeling. Things I have not finished, that's just because, you know, I haven't finished backstage stuff to the point that I haven't even put walls around some stuff. I might do that eventually. But the backstages in this zoo are, I mean, this is like one of the most refined you're going to get. The backstages in this zoo are not there. They are absent. If you ever visit the zoo, don't go looking for stuff inside these buildings. Like even inside the dueling palaces here, I did not put anything inside them. Just because it's a weak point of mine, and I just did not feel like it was worth the effort in terms of frame rate. So expect that zoo tour to drop within, I'm going to say, the next 14 days. I might just randomly pop up with a different zoo tour in that time, because I do have some interesting zoos lined up for you. And then of course it's going to be time to unveil the final zoo, so to speak. I am working behind the scenes, so to say, on a new zoo, and the idea there is to go to a different biome, a different style, and most importantly, to not feel bad about not finishing that zoo. That zoo is just going to be, I'm going to build stuff that I like, I'm going to give you updates, and if I lose interest, or if Planet Zoo 2 is released and we all move on to that game, I hope, then I can just have that zoo as a little fun outlet for my creativity at the moment. Though I feel like I could finish it, I do have the creative juice in me to pull it up, I think. So without further ado, I'm going to drop a few little teaser images, teaser moments for the new zoo, and you will be seeing updates for that also very soon. Thank you for stopping by. Yelbu out.